Good evening, StreamYard and YouTube fans. This is Philip Reynolds. I'm coming to you with the results from race one. And after adding up team points and that, this is what I have. Team 1 is leading with 66 points. Team 5 is second with 64 points. Team 3 is third with 50 points. Team 1 is fourth with 48. Team 7 and 11 are 5 and 6 respectively. Team 7 would be Team 2 with 41 points. Eight. 8 was, well, let me go over this. The first team is Team 4 with 66. Team 2 is 64 is the fifth team. And third is Team 3 with 50 points. And fourth is Team 1 with 48. Fifth would be is Team 7 with 45. And sixth is Team 11 with 45. And teams in place 7 is Team 2 with 41. And place 8 is 9 with 37. Place 9 is with 35 points is Team 6. In 10th with 35 points also is Team 10. And Team 8 is in last place with 34 points. Those are your standings. If you want to know who is so far after one in the All-Star quote in the All-Star race, you'd have to. That is the first 20 drivers so far, since there's only been one race, and I won't. Since this is the first race and I've only had one race so far, I'm not going to give you those results yet. I will let you catch episode 123 to see who made the top 20. And you'll want to check it out because it was with using the eliminator, it practically wiped out half the field, and the other half of the field that it didn't wipe out is what happened when the train the pedal to the metal train derailed. And what I did with that is if I got a dot and a 5 or a 6, the train derailed and you had to roll those in the train for escape. And if they passed the escape, then you'd have to check for basically the idea of trouble. If they failed the trouble, then they'd be out of the race. So yeah. And I think I did that wrong. What I did is if they passed the escape, I put them at the end. And then if they, what I did is I put them, if they passed it, they went to the end. And if they failed it, they were out of the race. And really, based on the episode that I saw between me and Chris, which is episode 33, if they failed the escape, I needed to really check for like the pit crew for the trouble result. And then if they failed, then they were out of the race. But you live and you learn. And that's one of those things that I decided to rewatch that so that I'll know better the next time. But yeah, I will have a demolition derby race. As a result, I will have 3 heats. And basically, what I did is the heats are based off of kind of how you finished, or I should say, did not finish. And the first 2 have 8, and the last heat has 6. And what I'm going to do is the top 2 from each heat will make that final for this particular Carnage match. And I will keep like the top 3. I'll keep the top 4 in points, and at the very end, the top 4 in the demolition points will wind up being going into a grand all final uh, Carnage match at the end of the season. So that's all I have for you now. You guys take care. Have a good night. I'm off to see the fireworks. By the time I get out the door and leave, it'll be 7. By the time I get to where I need to be, it'll be about 7:30 or so. So fireworks aren't until probably 9, 10 o'clock. But the way I look at it, better safe than sorry. Don't want to get involved in traffic getting there or getting back. So you guys take care and have a good night.